reason decided to not fade it.
There we go. Thank you, Dragonfly. I appreciate you. Welcome back to your 9th adventure, your 4th in a row. It's very good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. I am doing all right myself. I am trying to get stuff set up real quick. Reset transformation. Oh, that didn't quite work how I wanted it to. Webcam frame. This is not perfectly square. There we go, that's good enough. There we go. Super muted? What do you mean super muted? Am I still muted? Oh. Don't do that to me.
Because I can actually sleep in tomorrow a little.
Well, you heard Salad there for a brief second because I have his stream up. I was lurking there. Acetone's in the bathroom, thank you. Hi, Sarah, how are you doing? Earliest you've been to the new stream setup? Well, to be fair, I'm starting like an hour and a half late. And hopefully this will work how I want it to, but I don't know if it will. I'm doing well, thank you. A little bit toasty. I've got a guest right now. I am going to transition so that way you guys can see the cute little guest star himself. So this is Teddy. This is Ziggy's dog. Ziggy is going on vacation and asked us to dog sit for her. So we are doing that, and he's a very good boy. Him and Plum are still learning to get together, or get along. Oh, I don't want a treat. My mother just left me, and you want to try and bribe me with treats? Treats? I don't think so. He has claimed my lap, as of right now. Plum really wants to play, but Teddy does not really want to play. Which is the problem. So, Teddy Shadow, like a teddy bear. Teddy bear. He's a cute little baby. Yeah, yeah. Plum just clawed at the door like, I want in. Please, father, let me in. Plum is a baby. He doesn't understand. All right, Teddy boy. Real quick. Back in front. Going to work for me. Try that. I don't know how well that's going to do. It's probably just going to give you a nice wide shot of a body. Like, oh, sorry, buddy. How about that? That's a little bit better. So you can see the jank that I'm working with. This is my second webcam to focus entirely on building the PC. Swivel? Hold on. It do not swivel. There we go. Hey, Braz. Aw, thank you, Salad. Welcome. Hold on. Got a thing. Actually, wait. Salad, you're a mod. Shout yourself out. I work on very janky getting my PC together. That off the side. I had to make a session. Salad, do it proper. Shout yourself out. Thank you. I just started doing the build, actually. Haven't started, or I haven't actually done anything. You guys are witnessing the chaos of my spare workbench that I use for work. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm broken up. Lauren's breaking up with me, guys. That's Eddie. I think I need to do. Let's turn off the noise gate. You're gonna get a good bit of background noise, but hopefully this should work. Not a new puppy. That little guy there, that little guy is Teddy. Teddy is Ziggy's dog. Is this any better? Is this still dropping? Okay. I had a feeling that would be it. So, first and foremost, here is the community PC case. It was tied between blue and orange, so we did a Mario Kart day, and orange won. Thank you, Lauren. Ziggy is not visiting. We just live close enough to where she was going on vacation, and her initial dog sitter bailed. So she very last minute, as in last night at like 12 in the morning, texted me and was like, "Do you think you guys would be able to watch Teddy?" Darn right I've been left in doggos left and right. Plum's 60 pounds. She intentionally left her wings. I do not intend on eating the wings. You can toss them. Here's the real question. Can I... Hey, I can have headphones on. Nice. You gotta let Tess know that orange won. Okay. So, all in all, a decent looking computer case. I am not upset at all. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to remove this. So how do I put the power supply in there? Do I take off the front panel? I think I take off the front panel. It's magnet. Actually, wait. I might have to take off the back panel. Poor Teddy. Yeah, I've never had a PC case that has that little protective thing, so I wasn't sure. But hi, Stasnak, it's good to see you. Ooh, Plum ate the CBD treat. I hope that actually does the trick. You only asked to see the babies because you don't know what else you're looking at? You're glad everyone else is helpful? Hold on, Shayla. Come here, buddy. Oh. Look at this precious little being. His name is Teddy. He is Ziggy's dog. There you go, buddy. Oh, you ate some of your treats. It's okay, buddy. Okay. So, thanks to you guys, I was able to buy a brand new power supply for this thing. It's not that they don't get along, it's that Plum is a 7-month-old puppy and Teddy is 2 years old and like 3 times as small as Plum. So Plum really wants to play and Teddy does not. And Plum doesn't get the hints. So I'm sure they will get along just fine by the end of the week. But as for right now, because this is the first night, we are taking it nice and slow. I don't know anyone that actually uses these zip ties. Safety and compliance information, don't need that. Snack for later, perfect. Modular cables. Also, hi, Ingle. I can't remember if I said hi to you earlier or not. This ramp should work. See, in my opinion, that looks like a toasty version of your pups. I just saw that, Milo. I don't think I've ever seen any pictures of your dogs, Milo, which is a real tragedy, and I'm gonna have to demand pet tax. Yes, this PC is going to be for game servers and such. This was completely funded by the community over months of you guys subbing and hanging out with me and watching me play games, which I think is just absolutely bonkers, and I'm very thankful for. And I want you all to also know that just because I get to have fun playing games doesn't mean you don't get to have fun playing games. So, let's see if I can. Almost. There we go. That's a little bit better. No fun allowed games are for work. Not yet. Not for me. Okay. How should you go in? I feel like you should be going in like this. That seems right to me. Teddy, do you need more treats? You ate all yours. It's okay, buddy. Playing his professional business. You know, this is still a hobby, not a job, but if I could make a lot more money doing this to give back to the community, I 100% would. Plug in the cables you know you will need before you screw in the power supply. That's smart. I probably would have gotten around to that eventually after forgetting the first time. I genuinely am not sure which cables I will need. Is there any way to make better lighting? Possibly. One sec. Is that any better? A bit? Okay. That's probably about as good as I will be able to do. So type 4. We don't need that. PCIe. This one might be the one that we need. I'll set you aside. Those are hard drives. That one could also work. I feel like I got a lot of the same cables here. That is for the motherboard. That is for more hard drives. Will not need Molex cables. Alright, CPU cable we'll definitely need. And I don't know if we'll need that one. Is that a GameCube? Is what a GameCube? This? Yeah, this is a GameCube. More cables for the cable pile. What's going on, buddy? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. What if, little Tedster? What if I bring this over here for you? And I put mommy's sweater right here, and then I pick you up and put you here. Would you be happy with that? Are you happy with that? Being up there? Being up on the chair? Okay. So, where'd that CPU cable go? I know I will need that one. Seriously, I just had it. There it is. Oh, there's two. Okay. It's been a while since I've done a computer build. Frankly, I don't know how well this will go. But we'll find out. CPU will probably have to travel the farthest, so we'll put that one closer. Which means that I have to put it on the outside because there's no just fishing it straight up. I have to fish it up and around. Yeah, I've built quite a few PCs in my day. It's just been a minute. So I appreciate any and all advice that you give, because it has been very good so far. And if you can't stick around, that's okay. You can ask me about it on Friday if you are able to play Friday. Okay, so that's hard drive. I should only need one. Let's go ahead and put motherboard in there. When you built yours last year, you had to call me like, what, 3 to 4 times? It's been like 10 years since your last build. Yeah, I remember. I think I offered to do like a Zoom, or not a Zoom call, like a Discord call or something with you, and I think we did that. Honestly, my biggest fear is just that there's not going to be enough length to these cables. That is my ultimate fear. Teddy jumped down. Teddy didn't want to stay up there. What are these for? Ah, screw spacers. Okay. Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Glad you bought yours pre-built and have a technology-inclined boy toy to update your RAM and graphics card. That's what I'm here for. Power is upside down. Is the fan... I thought the fan was supposed to be facing up. Because it'll pull in from outside and blow up, right? I don't want it blowing down. Exhaust is out? Well, then it should pull from inside the case and back instead of pulling from under. Because I don't want it to pull under. I'm proud of you, Sarah. You did a great job. Building a PC is no easy thing. Because how I have it is, here's the fan. So cool air from the bottom versus warmer air. So you're saying it needs to be like this. Yeah, whatever. I'm pretty sure every CPU that I've ever bought that was not fully modular like this sits the other way. Hi. Hi, buddy. It's okay. Okay, I'm not sure where those are supposed to go. Yeah, there is a little mesh thing. There is indeed. Ain't got no room for them spacers. So many screws. Why do I have so many screws for this? When they say modular, they truly mean modular. You're not my real dad! No, I am your surrogate dad. You're not used to having a dad, you're used to having a mom. Joke's on you, little boy. You're in my house now. Use the right screws. They look like the right screws. Who needs instruction manuals when you've got Stasnak? Shadow needs a good screw like 10 years ago. There we go, there's that. Don't mind me. There we go. You'd also suggest installing the CPU, the cooler, and RAM before it goes in the case, and running power cords before it goes in. Yep, yeah, I am very familiar with needing to do all that first and foremost. Though I do appreciate the reminder. That actually reminds me... Okay, so... all this can go in here. I don't know if I've ever wound up with the IO shield sitting on the side, but I have definitely forgotten to put the heatsink brace in. One sec. I need to get acetone and some cotton balls and a couple of Q-tips. Hi, buddy. Come here. Oh, boy. How you guys doing? There we go. No, so my CPU cooler is an old one, and I don't know how well that comes through on this one. This one's a little bit better. But it's got a bunch of old thermal paste on it that I need to get rid of. Hi, Justin. How are you doing, buddy? You had one of those traded out for liquid cooling, and man, it was an improvement. Yeah, I do like AIOs, but I really didn't want to spend another $100 plus for the server when an air cooler would be just fine. I already had to buy more RAM and a power supply, and I wasn't anticipating that. So that was an extra like $230 that I did not think I would need to spend. Where do I have the CPU? Hi, little boy. Hi, buddy. It's okay, Tiddums. There's my thermal paste. Is it in here? Ah, yes, the CPU would be in the CPU box. Who would have thunk it? I don't remember which brackets go on that. Let's see if I can find the instructions. No, it's definitely not that one. Here we go. Z170, probably. It depends on the modern air cooler, I think, Salad. Why, what style? Teddy. Alright. That doesn't have any of the instructions that I want. Let's look at the processor. Teddy. What's going on, buddy? I wish I had like a little papoose for you. Yes. You can leave the door open. How bad? Like goopy?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Hey! You're done. You are done.
It's gotta be in here, right? You'd think, what? Is Plum being a pain? She's not answering me. You would think the motherboard manual would tell you which bracket to use for AMD versus Intel. Do the shirtless? God, no. Y'all don't want to see that. Plum! Come here, buddy boy. Hey Stasnak, do you remember which bracket to use for a AMD versus Intel CPU on a motherboard? Sure to rub your fingers all over the back of the CPU chip as hard as I can. I will do that right after I finish bending all of the pins. That's an important step in CPU building that you do not want to forget. The CPU probably actually had too much thermal paste on it. It's squeeged out on the sides. So I really got to clean it up.
Ruin.
Hi, Blup.
Renew it. Knew it. Grew it. Renew it.
Usually do AMD builds, and usually with the pre-installed
Through it.
clips on the board. Well, poopy.
Knew it. Glue it.
Yeah, this is just an old
Grew it.
Intel processor that I had lying around, which is why I'm using it.
Renew it. Do.
Nice job, Salad. PC's going well. We've got the power supply in. We're just working on cleaning up the CPU. Make sure we get all the thermal paste off of it. I apparently went real heavy with it the first time I installed it. That's probably about as good as I'm gonna get it. Cooler, you think we'll go right into the back plate? Let's get this out and take a look, shall we?
Glue it.
Oh, you know what? I do have something installed already. Maybe you are correct. Here you go.
No! You need to calm down, dude.
If I suddenly go running out of the room, it is because Lauren has screamed for help.
Don't. Yes, he does not want to play with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, it looks like I have it already installed, so I must have never taken it off, so I should be good.
He does not want to play that way.
Honestly, you can't really go wrong with all-in-one coolers these days. They're pretty easy to install. Where are you? Ah, there it is. They're pretty easy to install. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm putting the CPU in. That is that right there. And I am locking that in place. So the CPU, let's get a better image of that. The CPU is now right in there. Huh. I actually just realized something. I don't know if I have spare motherboard screws. Spare motherboard screws. Actually might be what some of these could be. Yes, I do have more thermal paste, but I'll put that on in a minute. I need to make sure that I've actually got the screws and everything for it. What do you think, Stasnak? Hold on. I don't know how well these ones come across. Or these ones, but I think these ones will do. They're not too long. There's already motherboard spacers on there. So it's real quick. Shift that out of the way. That out of the way. That out of the way. Great. This is what happens when you don't have a lot of room to work with. We really don't need this stuff. Into the garbage. I am probably done with that. Probably done with those. Hi, Plum. Battle bit time. Hell yeah, Milo. Kick butt. So the larger ones are for the GPU and such. Usually there are two kinds of smaller ones. I've never had... I mean, sure, when I've screwed it in to the back, I've had to use that for GPUs. One for hard drives and the other for motherboard. Alright, I think these are probably hard drive, because there's a lot more of them. And these are flat, low profile. So let's pop open one of these and just make sure it fits in a spacer, shall we? BattleBit's your jam? Yo, Ingle! Yeah, that one fits. Sweet. I would give Doggo a treat if he were not being a monster right now. Well, it sounds like Ingle and Milo are going to have a great time on BattleBit while I build this PC. Okay. So that should all be set there. I will adjust everything in a moment. Where did my thermal paste go? There it is. Hi, buddy. Are you being good? Are you being good? I wonder if thermal paste has a shelf life. Usually try to tighten the spacers in the back just to make sure that they are not loose. Of the motherboard or of the case, do you mean? Okay. You had it where the screw will lock down tight into the spacer, but the spacer will still be loose, and eventually when you take the motherboard out, you need to take the spacer and screw out with the motherboard to remove them outside the case. These appear to be screwed in pretty tightly, so I think I'll be okay there. Absolutely, you are correct, Justin. He should get a good treat and praise when he's being good like he is right now. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Plum. Good boy. Yeah, look at you sitting in here with me, not being a menace to Teddy. There we go. So the spacer should be good. So the CPU there. That should go in like that. So that should be the faceplate orientation. So let's try and get the I/O panel snapped in first. then we're gonna put... You also buy very cheap cases. That's fair. I mean, why buy a super expensive case if you don't need it, you know? That is... You think that's enough? I think that's enough. Focus. There you go. Shadow, you've been bad this stream. What are you talking about? Don't do what I'm doing, because these fins are super sharp. For a minute there I thought you said drink and drive, Justin, and I'm glad it's drive and lurk. Yeah. What's the name of what? Can you type that in chat? You often get what you pay for, and that looks pea-sized? Yeah, that's about pea-sized, I would say. The tiny accordion. Starts with a C, perhaps a P. Tiny accordion, like an actual instrument? Tiny accordion. And you are thinking like squeeze box accordion, right?
Yeah, you remember when we went to Taylor and Flipser Goobers and they had the like it's like zoo.
Concertina?
Yes!
Nailed it. Plum.
Are you gonna be a monster? Oh!
Yeah, Staznak's on it.
Yeah, you know the Should I buy a concertina from Amazon? I can get it overnighted.
Why?
I don't know.
Have you always wanted to learn the
I
concertina,
don't know,
Lauren?
they're fun.
They are fun. I'll give you that.
What else would I do? I could get it look like a watermelon.
That looks about right. So...
I can get a $10 coupon.
a Tupon.
Look at this one. Look.
Lauren likes to randomly buy things, which is fine. Like, I'm all for it. I think a concertina could be fun. I love the sound of them. Concertina. But, you know, as always, begs the question, like, what would we do with it? Like, I feel like we would hardly play it. Okay, so lug nuts in the back need to be tightened a little. Noted. Yeah, no worries, Milo. Best of luck with sniping, my man. Ingle, I should have known that you had Battle Bit. We're gonna have to get me, you, Milo, and Salad all in a group for BattleBit. Jump in Discord and play that sometime. I think Blup has it as well. Ba-da-ba-ba. Plum? Teddy? Yes. So is Plum. One of these was a little loose. I'm using a tool that came with the CPU cooler at some point to tighten these bolts. And that seems good. Okay, so those have been tightened. Here is the old Cooler Master fan. I don't actually remember how good this thing is. It doesn't have its specs. You lied, you're leaving me up? Well, thank you for leaving me up. We'll see if Ingle is as good of a medic as I am. I have a feeling Ingle's going to be significantly better than I am. But I kind of hope not, because I don't want to lose my place as medic on the team. I've got that support life down pat. Okay, so... blows that way. So I want this... yeah. I want this like this. Why? Okay. Both of them? Oh. Teddy? Teddy's snuggling Lauren in bed. Move along. Move along.
Hey. Plum. He's got
He's got the
that zoomies.
bed zoomies.
Slamming. Okay, I really gotta go. But not slamming Teddy.
Hey, Plum. Here. Plum. Come here. Plum. Come here. Yes. Go. Hey, what are you doing? I can't give you attention if you don't come here. Yes, come here. Good boy. Okay, zoom back. Okay. He is running in here and then zooming back out. Come here, Plum. Hey. Hold on. Let me go get the boy before he causes trouble. No. You leave him alone. Okay? Hey. Good boy. Leave him alone. Wait. I see. Yes. Wait. You're scared. I heard a chain. Hey, thank you, Jamie Selmer. Or Jeremy Selmer. Sorry, I can read. Welcome to the kingdom. We're glad to have you. I have a dog. His name is Teddy. He's very photogenic. How are you doing, Jeremy? Plum is not getting love and attention from me. He's just being a menace to this little guy. And I'm trying to keep him from not doing it. God, how are you in bed? Incredible in bed, bot. Incredible. I'm good, my dude. I am good. Just excited to build this community PC. Hopefully get it up and running. I'm most of the way there. If all I have left is cable management, I'll probably do that off stream because, let's be fair, that's going to be incredibly boring for you guys to watch. No, I am not giving it away. This is a PC that I am building to set up game servers for my community to play in. Stuff like Minecraft or Terraria or 7 Days to Die, Valheim, stuff like that.
Initiate the transfer. I got him. What is that?
This?
Yeah.
That's the power supply, or the heatsink for the CPU.
What is that other thing?
What?
Closest to that.
This is called the I/O panel, stands for input-output panel.
Iopanol.
Yes.
Iopanol. I'm gonna try to lay down.
Who needs cable management? That's for losers. Definitely not me, and I guarantee you I will not have good cable management. But we will try. How nice it would be to be rich enough to build and give away a PC. Tell me about it. If I had the money to do that, I would 100% do that. I would have zero qualms with building and giving away a PC to someone that is part of the community. Especially since you guys have not only helped me rebuild my PC twice, but you are helping, I mean, of course, over the 10 years that I've been streaming, but you have helped me build this PC for all of us to game and hang out on and have a good time with. Come on. Where are you getting hung up? There we go. Got that seated in nice and beautifully. Now we start the process of screwing everything in. 10 years of streaming? Yes. Yes, Blup. I have been streaming. I am 28 years old. I have been streaming since I was 18. I've been doing it for about a decade. Both streaming and YouTube. It might be 9 years, somewhere around there, but I've been doing this for a very long time. Hi, Nightingale. How are you doing, bud? Yeah, most people don't realize that I've been doing it this long. This is why I say, like, this is a hobby. This is just something that I enjoy doing. The fact that I've been doing it for 10 years, like, I'm not about, like, all right, let me hit partner and then make tons of bank and just do streaming full time. Like, no, you guys helped keep me sane when I went to school. You guys went through college with me. Like, this is why it's a hobby and not something that I've tried to chase as a job, is because 10 years and you'd think I would have millions of subscribers like most other people. But I don't, because I don't do the weird shell out stuff that a lot of other people do. And I don't put a lot of time and effort and money into marketing, like some people do. Because let's be real, there's a lot of reasons why people are successful on Twitch and YouTube, and it's because they're either really lucky and have a lot of money, really lucky and know some people, or really lucky and genuinely like charismatic and entertaining, and that's how they get picked up. Like, and it's any combination of those. It's not just one of those. It's any combination of those. That's how it works. It's luck. You can be good at it too, but it's still luck. You got the true ending to The Witness, and to be frank, I didn't help you with school or college. I mean, that's true. A lot of you guys I have met more recently since I've been out of school, out of college, but that's okay. You guys have helped in other ways. You guys have entertained me, I've entertained you. You guys have been there with me through 2 moves. Like, this is one of the reasons why I say my community is, like, a big part of my family, is because we've been around for a long time. Even Dimwit, who likes to come in here and insult me all the time, he's been around for 5 years, almost 5 years. Pick a random number, 1 through 9. Let's go with, I was gonna say 5, but 5 is just kind of like right there in the middle. So let's go with 7. Yeah, Blup met me through Squatchy more recently, and Squatchy has been a huge part of why I'm still streaming the way that I do. I don't know. 7's a really common number, I think. A lot of people don't want to go for the middle, so they go for the middle of the middle, which is about 7. Yes, I did hear the bad news. Your computer is or your keyboard's fixed, and you no longer have a wonky cue. But yeah, meeting Squatchy, I was so impressed that someone as down to earth as him, like in person and on stream, like he is 100% genuinely him all the time. And he's hilarious. I love hanging out with him. But he's so down to earth. He doesn't let anything get into his head. Like, he's a Twitch partner, and he's like, yeah, I'm a Twitch partner, and most of the other Twitch partners that I've met, especially the big ones, are full of themselves. And it's true. They let the fame get to their head. But Squatchy has always been a real one, an OG. He's been a good guy. And he's been a big inspiration to me. I did some video editing for him, and that got me back into video editing, and just stuff like that. He's a solid dude. Okay. CPU fan. I'm just gonna go ahead and plug you in so that way I don't forget you. But yeah, like getting to befriend Squatchy, and by proxy, a lot of people, such as Blup, is one of the many things that I'm very thankful for this hobby, because it's something that I literally do in my spare time. I have achieved many great things, many things that I never thought I would, just simply from playing video games online and saying howdy to everyone. So. Neil Horn's Heartbreak Weather for your vinyl for the night. Ooh. Hi, Loading Text. How are you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Okay. I don't think I've forgotten anything. You're just putting the PC together so casually, it makes you feel silly for the sheer amount of anxiety you had putting yours together. Waddles, one thing you gotta remember, I've built personally, like my own personal, I built like 10 PCs. Outside of this, through school and work, I have built hundreds of PCs. It's the first time you've heard me say howdy. I say it all the time in person. Howdy. I guess I stick to the medieval theme a little bit more on stream. Salutations. Good evening. Okay. So we've got the CPU in. We've got the heatsink in, which is pointing to the back of the case. So everything, all air should flow in from the front and pull out through the back. So now is feeding in a bunch of these cables to make sure that I have all the right cables. My viewers. Gods be praised. Okay, so this definitely going in there. This is the motherboard cable. Definitely need that there. This is the front I/O panel and SATA. What's that for? Why is that just plugged in? I don't know. That is the power switch, and that is HD audio. So this stuff will go in here as well. All this... What is all this? This is the other motherboard stuff. Why is all this like... What? These are like case fans and junk. Why are they... Hold on. You are doing well! Just chilling building a drone and watching me build my PC? Well, hey! I've never built a drone before, but I've wanted to. How is your drone building going? I am doing well, thank you. Just having fun, hanging out with you guys, chatting, putting together this PC, which I'm very excited to have for the community to play games on, eventually. I'm gonna host some servers, play some games. It's gonna be a good time. This is the CPU. So this needs to be fed in through here. What do the specs be in this bad boy? Oh boy, it's a... Hold on, I think I got the box right here. It is an i7 6700K Intel processor. It is a 4-core generic processor that's like, I don't know, 6 years old, 8 years old, something like that. That is the processor that's in it. It's going to have 64 gigs of DDR4 G.Skill Ripjaws. I don't know which one is better for it. Just some decent RAM. That's your processor? I mean, it's a solid processor. And then as for graphics card, I have a 970, my old 970 I can put in it just for the sake of having some processing power with that. Or I have, I think it's a 1060 Ti that Lauren had that I swapped out. You want to build a small Zeppelin? Oh, that actually sounds really cool. SATA for the fans? The fans need SATA? Why would the fans need SATA? I don't think I've ever put a PC together that needed SATA for the fans for power. They've always just plugged into the motherboard. It's 3D printed body and very badly made, but just trying to see if it will fly. I mean, go with the crappy one first, see if it flies, and if it crashes, you're not out anything that you're excited about. Do you do your own 3D printing? Did I say 16 gigs or 64? Two 16 gigs. It's two 16 gigabyte sticks, so it's a total of 32 gigs. Hey, LK, it's good to see you. How are you doing, my friend? You don't have to understand anything about computers to be here hanging out and watching this happen. You can be just fascinated and enjoying the chitty chatting, because that's what I'm doing. Doesn't the orange look good? I know a lot of people really wanted the light blue one, the cyan one, which I did like the cyan one, but it was a toss-up between cyan and orange, and we played I had an impromptu Mario Kart community day, and with the people that showed up, it was red versus blue, and red team won, so orange won. What's a computer? It's magic. Magic in a box, honestly. Yes, I think I have 64 gigs for my personal computer, but I do a lot more on that, like 3D modeling and video editing and streaming and playing games at the same time, obviously. So that requires a little bit more RAM. This one that's literally just going to sit here and run some stuff, I think 32 should be enough. You've seen the fans plugged into a controller and then powered by a SATA, if memory serves. Not sure what else it would be for. That's a good point. I've never had a controller in my PC case. You're excited to find out in bed. Nice. You do 3D printing your own things, but looking for more hobbies, but you don't know what to do next. What kind of stuff are you into? I mean, 3D printing really opens up a plethora of things that you could do. A ton of things that you could do. Just depends on what you're into. Alright, let's untwist tie these real quick. I mean, that's just the power switch. That's fine. This stuff can't make it anywhere, and this looks like a CPU fan chain, essentially, because there's no controller in here from what I can see. Looks like Mini Molex? What do you guys plug into? You know, I could probably just pull out the instructions for the case, but where's the fun in that? Who reads instructions, you know? Do I look like someone who has a degree in IT? I don't think so. God, I hope I don't. The stereotype for IT guys? No, thank you. I do not want to look like that. Nothing against them, I know that stereotype, and I don't want to look like that, personally. Although I am working on that, neck beard. You really wish your 3D printer would stop crapping out? Maybe you should move it from the terribly built desk you made last year. Does it wobble? If it wobbles, that's probably one of the reasons why it's crapping out on you a bunch. So yes, moving it to a desk that does not wobble might help. Do you have a filament one or a resin one? Out of curiosity, Blup. You don't look like the stereotype, don't worry? Okay, good, thank God. Again, nothing against people who do look like that stereotype. I just know I would not be happy with myself if I did. Granted, I don't think I've ever really met anyone that actually looks like that stereotype. Oh, is that the controller? Yo, I think I found it, Stasnak. It's literally right up here. Oh, this is the I/O panel. Okay. What are you? Okay, never mind. Nope, didn't find the controller. That's not the controller. Okay, so that's definitely fans. Okay, so these bundles here, these are fans. These are fans. Filament printer. Which one did you get? Name it and you'll try it. Always looking for a challenge. If you are wanting to better your, or if you're wanting to have a good creative outlet, you can always try mini painting. Whether that is like tabletop or wargaming miniatures, or if you find models online and print them out on your filament printer of whatever it might be, any kind of set piece, have fun with it, and then paint it to look like something. I personally love mini painting because it allows me to express a lot of the creativity that I have inside that I'm not skilled enough to do with like drawing and standard painting. But painting a miniature is so much easier because it has all its own, you know, curves and features and details that all you're doing is slapping some paint on. And me personally, I'm color deficient, so I have a lot of trouble with color. So it really helps to have, you know, just straight paint that has the name of the color. Oh my god. Good job, InBedBot. You level it with a paper, then do a test print, it's fine, and then you try to do an actual print, decides not to be leveled. I had that issue too. I was using the i3 Mega, I think, by Anycubic. Yeah, honestly, Shadow, that's one of the reasons why I don't knock people who use AI art like that. I know it is something that can help a lot of people express their artistic interest. The thing that I don't condone is using it to replace artists, using it, I mean, mostly, you know, just using it to replace other artists, trying to sell it for your own gain, because it, you know, it's scraping other people's art off the internet and essentially stealing it. So, like, if you use it just for your own personal use, no issue with it. If you use it to make cool things and, like, storyboard, essentially, you know, it gets into a little bit more of a gray area because there are actual storyboarders out there, but, you know, again, if you ain't got the money for it, then you do you. But it's a great way to express artistic interest in capability if you otherwise are unable to. So these should also be going to the motherboard. Set those aside. Okay, so where are you supposed to go? You are right, Stasnak, that these are the fans. Okay, so that's HD audio from the front. That is not fan power. That is also not fan power. But these should be fan power, so these are probably LEDs. So let's unhook these. There we go. And then these also go to the I/O panel. Or, the motherboard. That's the word I'm looking for. Interestingly enough, there's a power switch, but there's nothing about the lights on front, which is curious. Okay, so all that should plug into the motherboard. That will be power for the hard drive, because I have an old hard drive that I'm throwing in here, because I think my spare SSDs are at my brother's, which should lock in down here, which is perfect. You guys see that? Yeah. So there's a little tray down here where this will go. Oh, there's actually two. There's one on top, one on the bottom. And I don't think it will allow me to use the tray. Have a good night, Dimwit. You forgot I had siblings? Oh yeah, I just mentioned my brother, didn't I? Yeah, I got siblings. Oh. You were just messaged that the friend you were going to the 5 Seconds of Summer concert with had to cancel. Hopefully you can find someone else to go with you. Hopefully. Lauren says she'll go. Actually, that could be feasible, Lauren. Nightingale. I'm not gonna yell that over Twitch. Nightingale says come, though. She loves 5 Seconds of Summer. I didn't really hear what you said, I just... 5 some? 5 sauce. Need these ones. Yeah, I think it would be like... Lauren, to put it in perspective, I think it would be roughly a 7-hour drive. Maybe not quite that far, but roughly. Oh, this must be where those spacers go. Aha! I knew they would come into play eventually. What would be good storage to upgrade to? You're running out of storage on your PC. Are you familiar with computers? Like, are you comfortable opening your computer and taking it apart and installing stuff and stuff like that? Not that you really have to take it apart, but, you know, just basic question of, is that something you're comfortable with? Oh, I guess I could have it suspended. That is something I could do. It's gonna be weird just going with Lauren. Yeah, but you two will bond so quickly, I'm sure. I'm sure Lauren will also feel very old. But she loves five sauce, so, you know, she wants to go. Seven isn't horrible, honestly, yeah. 7 is totally doable. When is it, Nightingale? Just out of curiosity. Let's see if this fits. Lots of pot smokers and a steep hill. Perfect. That's what everyone wants. Shadow, do you love 5 sauce? %, you put yours together yourself? Alright, perfect. Well then, assuming your PC is probably a little too old for NVMe drives, I would just recommend an SSD drive. They are a lot less expensive than they used to be, so you can find one by like Samsung, like the 970 EVO, or one of those, similar in name. You can find one for, I mean, it's still going to be a couple $100, but you could probably get like a 2 terabyte one or a 3 terabyte one for pretty cheap. And by cheap, I mean comparatively to others. But that's what I would recommend. If you can't do an NVMe SSD drive, then 100% do an SSD. Typically, the bigger the size you get, at least that was the case with hard disk drives, the bigger the size you get, the slower read-write speeds you have. I don't recall if that's the same with SSDs. I'm pretty sure they are pretty comparable to each other. SSD drives have come way down in price. You've seen 1 terabyte SSD for the same price as a 1 terabyte hard drive. That's impressive. It's been a while since I've looked at prices, but they definitely weren't that close. August 16th. Hey, Avian. It's going well. We're almost done, really. I just got the hard drive installed. Am I doing that right? No, I sure am not. Just got the hard drive installed. And really, I'm just plugging in the remainder of everything else. Am I still doing that wrong? I am still doing that wrong. Don't worry, guys. I'll get there eventually. There we go. That's plugged in. So that'll have power now. A 1 terabyte will run as low as $30 or $35? Holy cow, no way. I haven't looked at them in forever. I'm also very picky about the brands that I go with. I almost exclusively stick with Samsung when it comes to SSDs and NVMEs, and it's just because I haven't seen Western Digital throw out any, but I also haven't really looked in a while. So Western Digital might have some. I mean, I would totally go. I just know that I would not appreciate the 5 Seconds of Summer or 5 Sauce as much as you or Lauren would. My only request is that you don't keep Lauren for longer than a couple days, because I don't want to go another 2 weeks with Plum all by myself. Okay, so that's in there fine. We do need to undo this one for the last fan. What is this? I have no idea. I have no idea what that's for. I imagine maybe more cable management. Or a controller or something. You're just gonna stick on back in there. Okay, we're gonna flip you around real quick. You saw them before their more recent stuff? You want the boy band early stuff? Okay, so here comes the fun part. So I have one fan cable up here. That's CPU fan. So what's the purpose of that one? What would that plug into? Does that plug into this? No. No. That's gotta be a controller thing. What is that? Is this for like variable speed? It's just a 3-pin connector, but it's only 2 pins. It's as if it would fit a 3-pin. I don't have anything on here that would be 3-pin. So I don't know what that would go to. Oh no, it got caught in the heatsink. There we go. One end is for motherboard, the other is to daisy chain fans. Ah. Shouldn't need to do that. That's good to know. Thank you, Stasnak. I don't think I've ever had to daisy chain fans, but that's actually a really nice benefit to have. Okay. So that goes there. That's gonna tuck to the side. No, that would make sense. Pretty sure in bed. That would make sense. That actually makes a lot more sense than what I was originally anticipating. Okay, so this stuff goes down here. This is always the part that I hate the most. Plugging in this big bundle of cables. Twisting it around. Hi, Plum. Careful not to sacrifice too much blood to the radiator fan. Or fin. Too much blood makes for a unhappy CPU. That's my pro tip for you guys today. So not sure about the SATA plug. Maybe it's RGB related. Maybe. I don't see where it would plug into. Honestly. Feel the rush of DDR4 performance. So we're gonna pop out this RAM. If I can get it out of the darn case. There we go. I don't remember if it's 1A and 1B or 2A and 2B, or if it's 1A and 2A. Where's that darn manual? You say it's gray? So it's 2A and 2B. You put something fun in the art gallery for me to check out later? Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it. How about 1Z and 2Y? So what I'm referring to is these right here. These black and gray, which I don't know how good this is going to be with the light there. Black and gray slots are the RAM slots. So that's where these sticks go. These RAM sticks. And black on... Where's my hand? Black on this side, where my finger is. That one is considered, to me anyway, 1A. And then the black in the middle is 2A. Or, I'm sorry, 1B. 1A and 1B. And they are channels, and they go together. And Stasnak was saying to do the gray ones, which would be 2A and 2B, instead of the black ones. And I genuinely just can't remember what this one does. And this manual is only for the software. I don't know if it's always been like that, or if I'm just missing Mobo Connect, page 14. If I'm just missing it. Oh, that's not it. Ooh, good luck loading text. Don't burn your house down. You need to physically be there to see it. I mean, you are physically seeing it right here. You guys can't see that. I'll just use this. Okay. Stasnak, though I do trust you in saying that it's gray, would you mind looking up the Z170, the Asus Z170 series, and let me know which ones to use while I educate? Okay. So you have black right here where the Q-tip is. This black channel. That one is 1A. Gray here is going to be 2A. Black, 1B. Gray, 2B. Hey, Milo. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, I feel like we're pretty close to good. I was just talking about RAM and how I don't remember which slots my RAM is supposed to go into in this motherboard. Because every motherboard is different. Your phone screen is too small. No, that's fine. That makes sense. So, in the meantime, while I hopefully wait on Stasnak to reply, I don't know if he's looking it up or not. Ooh, which Final Fantasy? Working on it. Thank you, buddy. Have a good night, Ingle. I hope you're feeling better, and if not, I hope you feel better very soon. Why don't I just put that manual? Guys, am I going... Oh, there it is. Put it under the monitor. It's not even the Pro or the A. It's just the Z170. That looks like it, though. Oh, you're playing 16. Dang. First one to make you cry? I have only played like a handful of them. I don't think any of them have made me cry. It is the black? Okay. So Stasnak says to put them in the black, which means that you seat the RAM in 1A and 1B. Not right next to each other, but alternating.
Swear to God.
What's he doing? Still trying to play with Teddy? This boy don't get it. What? Where? One of the dogs peed. Okay, now the hard part that I'm coming across. The RAM is keeping me from putting this on, so I might need to do the CPU fan first, and then the RAM. Let's see if I can fit that in there. It is the gray. Well, hey, because it's the gray one, that makes this easier. Because the gray one is not going to be in the way. It just means... Hey, thank you for the follow loading text. I assume that means your house did not catch fire, and your drone either did not work, or it worked spectacularly, and you are back to tell us about how great it was. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I am glad that it's the gray after all, because the gray means that I actually have room. Thank you, Stasnak. I'm also curious, page 1 through 7. Nope, definitely isn't this one. Oh, no worries, Stasnak. I just figured you would have better luck finding it than me, and we got it right in the end. I didn't have to worry too much. So, Hakuna Matata. Okay. That now has power. HD audio is likely down here somewhere. That's an external fan. Where's my HD audio? Is that it? No. I know this one here is USB for the I/O panel. Plum! Yeah, you get him, Teddy. Go on, Ted. Go on. You can go. Plum. No. Koosh. Come on. Come on. All the way. Hey. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. You don't know if I'm able to check the link, but you wanted to source it for confirmation. I can't really check it that well right now. Bottom leftmost pins, right below the bottom PCIe slot. Okay, I thought so. That's where I was looking. We are dog sitting Ziggy's dog Teddy, because her dog sitters bailed on her last minute. And she had nowhere else to take him. Okay, so CPU. But Plum loves other dogs and is not very good at settling down, especially if the other dog does not want to play, which Teddy does not want to play with Plum. So he keeps trying to play with Teddy, and Teddy's like, no man, get off me. And Plum just doesn't understand. You don't want to play. So I've locked him in the office here with me. Lauren will hopefully have peaceful Teddy. And Teddy will hopefully be okay. Yeah, Ziggy's got a dog. Okay. CPU is plugged in, so that has power. These two fans, case fans, need power. Where are my extra case fans? That's one. It's fan 3. That's fan 4. So I'm missing 2 that I can't find. Maybe Valheim and maybe Project Zomboid servers. Any others that I had in mind? Yeah, so Valheim and Project Zomboid are 2 that I was thinking about. Valheim I own, Zomboid I do not. I was thinking about also making a community Minecraft server because I know a lot of people either have and or like Minecraft. And that can be fun to just mess around with. One at the very top, one at the bottom. Let me look at this. CPU, OPT. So I got this one up here. That is case fan 4. That is CPU fan. Case fan 1 and 2 are right here. Yep. That's where 1 and 2 is. Hey, Ezraycon, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to mod one, and I think that would be a blast to do. Now, here's the question. Could I daisy chain one? No, that's not the one that I thought I was pulling. Could I daisy chain them off the same controller? Theoretically? I mean, like, that's what it's there for, right? Glad to hear you're doing well, my dude. Glad to see you. I know it's been a hot minute, but I know you've been taking care of you and doing what you need to, and I am very glad to hear that you are doing well. Plum. Plum. That's enough, bud. You have been giving mommy a real hard time. Oh, I know. You just want to play. But you can't. Yeah, that's not going to work. Thank you, Ezraycon. I am very glad to be able to do this. One is slightly longer. I think I'm gonna have to daisy chain it, because I can't reach. I can't reach that one in the middle of the motherboard. Where is it? It's like right. Right? Is that case fan? Yeah, case fan. Plug you in there. And I should be able to daisy chain power like that. I still have no place to plug those in. heck does that even go to? I'm about to crack open the manual just to see what these extra SATA cables are for. Oh, it doesn't matter where it is. Shadow loves a good daisy chain anywhere. Hi, buddy. Let me grab the manual. Huh. Alright, bad news. I don't know where the manual went. I think I tossed it. Oh, hey, here's the other manual. I found the motherboard manual. Found it. That is the power supply. That's for my mixer. That's for other power supplies. Intel processor. Hey, it's okay, buddy. I know, you are just a big love bug who loves way too much. I don't even need this anymore. I don't think I need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. That anymore. That anymore. I'm just getting rid of all sorts of stuff today. This is spring cleaning. It's like Christmas. Okay, it's none of those. That's not it either. So, you know what I just realized? I'm like 90% sure that I put a 1,000-watt power supply in this, and my personal computer is only using an 850. I see. Koosh. Come on. That's not what I'm asking for. No, I'm not asking for an enchanté. I see. Yes. Yes, good boy. Settle. What is this thing called? Fractal orange case manual. The 1,000 watt did seem like a bit much to me when I unboxed it. Yeah, that was the idea, was room to grow. Like right now it's going to be a server case, but I was like, I might use it as like a dual PC setup eventually. And I wanted to have room to grow. Yes, Plum does know another language. Ah, that thing I pulled off the back is an SSD mount. That makes sense. Okay, what comes with the I/O panel? It is an RGB controller. That is what the SATA is for. Connect the fans. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. I wonder if that's supposed to be... Okay, so this is also supposed to be daisy chained. That's what these are. And then this... Oh, not that one. Which one's longer? This is supposed to plug in... I wonder if this is supposed to plug into something on the motherboard. But I don't have a spot for that, I don't think. Actually, that could be it. Speed if out, maybe? Yes, the other language that Plum knows is how to whine. So, these... So I've got, where is it? So I've got this, which I believe is supposed to plug into the motherboard somewhere, and then I have this end, which is to daisy chain the RGB off of each other. Yeah, I don't think this motherboard is RGB compatible. So, no RGB on the fans for the time being, which, you know, honestly is fine by me. But that is what this SATA is for, is to power those fans. Or power the lights. So, let's loop all these together. Cap that off. Okay. So I've just got to plug in the PCI to go into the graphics card, and I know I have one sitting around. There it is. A SATA cable for the hard drive. Oh, I hate this cable. I think I have a spare SATA cable sitting somewhere. Give me a second. Yahtzee! I got one. So this will now be plugged into the back, fed in through thumb. That's enough. Front. And then properly plugged into the OS drive port. There we go. Hi, buddy. Okay, so OS drive has power, that's connected. Motherboard has power, that's connected. CPU fan has power, that's connected. CPU has power, that's connected. HD audio. USB all have power, all the fans should have power. So then the only thing I'm missing is connecting the GPU. Which I need to get out of the box. So some are ARGB, some are RGB, 4-pin, and they run on different voltages. So if you plug a 3-pin on a 4-pin, zap. Good to know. Can someone give me like a what is most commonly forgotten when packing list? Medicine, toiletries. Which one is this? That's my 970. You guys want to see the absolute best GPU package ever? So this should be a GTX 1650 Super. with 4 gigs of VRAM. Oh, I know a lot of people who use them for dice too, yeah. And then this is my GTX 970. Does it tell me how much VRAM it has? It do not. I don't know how much VRAM this one has. I also don't know which one I should use, the Super or the 970.
Stop.
Hey, Soul Trooper, how you doing, Jesse? You once fried a motherboard with static electricity and you're still scared from that? Always touch the case. Touching the case is a good thing. Grounds ya. Got everything you need in the toiletries bag separated from your actual stuff. 1650 Super is faster. Is it? Okay. I didn't really want to pull up the benchmarks. I just know that it was smaller. Oh, you got the same case? This is the one that the community just got. Hey! Quit it. No? No biting. This is what was essentially decided on after the Mario Kart game. I'm consoling my puppy right now, by the way, because we are dog sitting, and he wishes he could play with the other dog, but he can't. The other dog does not want to play, and he does not understand no. Okay, Koosh. Come on. Yes. Settle. I will give you tummy rubs. You just gotta settle. No, you can't bite my hand. Settle. Settle. You are still our favorite. We are just watching Teddy. He is staying over. He's staying the night for a few days, buddy. And then it's back to you. Then it's all you. I know. I know. You just can't handle that, can you? The 970 is faster? I had a feeling. So the 970 is what I was using before I upgraded to my 3080, but I was having some trouble with my PC, and I don't know if it was the processor, which I just put in this beast, or if it was the 970, which I'm debating not putting into this beast. So I kind of want to put in the 1650. How much faster are we talking? Like, what's the percentile rating? Oh, hi, buddy. Are you happy now? Are you happy now that you're just sitting in my lap? 15%? I mean, I'm not even gaming on it, so I don't know if 15 is going to make that big of a difference. I suppose what I could do is put the 1650 in, see how it behaves just in general, and if it seems to be fine, I'll pop in the 970 and see if it still continues to behave fine. So that way I can rule out the processor. That's probably a good idea. It does beat it by 20%. Okay. 1650 it is. Buddy. Hey. Hey. No. Okay, well, the 1650 only requires a 6-pin, so that's pretty easy. You need to keep trusting your instincts. I knew that they were super close, because when Lauren got it, I looked it up and remembered that it was a really close close matching. Okay, well, I only need one of these. So I'm going to put the 970 back in here. Fighting with a box. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I don't need this. I do not need this. I don't need stupid covers for boxes. I just need the box. There we go. Done with that. Okay, so see, I didn't listen to Stasnak earlier when he told me to plug everything in before screwing in the power supply. And because of that, I had to struggle to get this in. If I had listened to him, I wouldn't have struggled. But I didn't listen. Okay, so we'll put it in this one. So we need to unscrew this one. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. And then I have a network card for Wi-Fi that I want to install. I think that's gonna have to go in this one. Not that I want to run a server off of Wi-Fi, but it's nice to have the convenience. Especially when troubleshooting if it's Ethernet versus Wi-Fi. Which card it is. You mostly learn by making mistakes. I mean, that's often the best way to learn, especially if you don't have anyone to show you. Or anyone to look stuff up, like I fortunately did today. Thank you, Stasnak. You have been wunderbar. I gotta take off this other one too. It's a chonker. Gotta take off two. Bugger. This wireless card cannot go there. There is not enough room for it and the graphics card. So I'm gonna have to try that one. The next one up. You're a minch. Yes, you are. You would never run a server like this on Wi-Fi? No. Terrible idea. Terrible idea to run on Wi-Fi. super late to this build. Could someone give you the quick overview of the specs? Just curious, really. A whole bunch of stuff thrown together. It is a i7 6700K, if I'm remembering correctly. As the... Oh, really? As the processor, it's a Z170 Asus motherboard. 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM by G.Skill. There are some ripjaws. 1,000 watt power supply, because I figured I would upgrade it eventually and give it some more beefier specs. Maybe use a 2-PC streaming system one day and get a proper server that's not just a spare computer. We'll see one day. So I was going to upgrade it. Then I realized my current PC is running an 850 watt power supply. So I might swap those. At some point I might swap those. Especially if we get a 50 series GPU anytime soon. I may... That's good. Here's my other one. Where'd my other one go? Did it fall on the floor? Or go under the PC? It went under the PC. I may consider buying a 50 series after it's had some life. Or maybe I'll go with a 60 when they come out with a 60. Because I did skip 1 and 2. I went from a 970 to a 3080. So, by that math, I should go with a 690 or a 6090 if they go that mathematical route. Okay, so this one should be the one that I need to take out. Shadow, was that a Critical Role reference? Oh my god, I didn't realize I've been going for 2.5 hours. Lauren's gonna kill me. Well, that would be a Critical Role Campaign 1 reference. Which I've only seen the first 2 campaigns, so. Okay. Good boy, Plum. Yes, thank you. You have finally settled. Alright, let's do a little bit of cleanup here. Before I get carried away, a clean desk is a happy desk. A clean desk is a happy tech. Pay no attention to the cable management behind the panel. We don't look at that. Gosh darn it. There we go. 2.5 hours, only the last 2 PC builds would have been so streamlined for you. If only the last 2 PC builds would have been so streamlined for you. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that it's only taken 2.5 hours. I mean, I know I talked and got a little bit of stuff ready at the start, so we'll say 2:15, but yeah, it's a lot tougher when you're throwing in like AIOs and other bigger stuff, but I mean, for the most part, this ain't half bad. That's pretty clean, I'd say. Nice and concise. As long as you can wedge the back panel on, you have managed the cables enough. Well, hallelujah, look at what we've done today. At least you didn't go 3.5 hours playing a game that makes you suffer for fun. You mean Among Us? No, I've given that up. I'm practicing self-love for the rest of the year. You know, I can't remember. Is circle down meaning powered or line down meaning powered? I don't remember how power buttons work. Line down is powered. Circle down is off. You know, I guess that makes sense, because the line down in engineering speak would be like everything's going through, whereas the circle means it's stopping. I guess that makes sense. Oh my god, Shadow. I ain't got words for you, boy. Ain't got words for you. Okay, well. 6-pin isn't plugged into the GPU yet, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for catching that. GPU has power. Okay, before I plug this in, confirm line down is powered. Thank you. Before I plug this in, GPU has power. That's plugged into the power supply. SATA cable for the OS drive is plugged in, and the OS drive is plugged in and powered. Case fan and case fan powered. CPU fan powered. CPU is powered. Motherboard is powered. USBs for the I/O panel are powered. I think we're good to go. Now, of course, I can't post this because I don't have... What am I talking about? I have a spare monitor right here. Do I have a HDMI cable? Wait, no, it's not plugged in. And I can't plug it in. Because my wall outlet is broken. I need to get... a power strip. Okay, well, I don't have power. Why don't I have power? Motherboard's on. Motherboard's got power. So power's getting through. Did I miss? You know, I was just thinking that, Braz. I don't remember it giving me a LED cable for the power. I did hook up the top stuff, but SATA. You know what? I wonder if the SATA is power to the I/O panel. Yeah, there was literally just the power switch. Okay, so that should be on. And nothing's kicking on. I don't know if that wall outlet even works, so we're gonna try this. That's plugged in, that's plugged in. Before I fry something, I don't know. Literally the only... Is that power? Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it, guys. I didn't read the motherboard. I was plugging the power switch into the power LEDs and not into the power switch on the motherboard. I unplugged my switch because I couldn't tell if that wall outlet was working or not. All right. Real moment of truth. Now that I figured out my error, I don't know if the light's even going to turn on, but hey, the light does turn on. Fans are spinning up. That's good. Yeah, so I don't know how easy it's going to be to see it, but you see that one cable that's plugged in, this one right here, I had it plugged in 2 to the left, which is the power LED, not the power switch. And that's why nothing was working. But it's powered on. LED indicator cycled. Everything should be up and running. CPU fans going, case fans are going, front fans are going. It's pretty quiet. So, kind of silly that they didn't standardize that layout, like all motherboards have the same pins, anything extra front I/O doesn't even go to the same plug. Yeah, well, this case doesn't even have all the extra I/O stuff. It's literally just got the power switch. It doesn't even have power LED. I don't know where the power LED is even coming from. I don't know if that's coming through the power switch or if that's coming through the SATA thing that I plugged in. But something's working. First thing I'm going to do with it is when I have some free time, I'm going to hook it up to a monitor, make sure that it posts, make sure that it's updated, all that sort of fun stuff. And then I'm going to probably reach out to Ingle and Loser and Normal on how to mod a Valheim server. And then I think I'm going to start up a Valheim server. And then I will also look into getting a mod pack going for Minecraft, because I have been craving to play some Create, the Create mod, which basically gives you like industrial machinery in Minecraft that like actually rotates and moves and stuff, which looks really cool. I played with it a little bit on another server before they decided to wipe and restart and change the whitelist. And I was having a lot of fun, and I would love to learn it and make like a little fun medieval community, and I might throw in some other fun server-side mods too. I don't know, we'll see. Wait, I'm sorry, what? This motherboard has an M2 slot on it? Hold on. What? Where? I don't see an M2 slot. You lying to me, Stasnak? Bottom right. You talking about this? Oh, snap! It's right below that. Oh, how did I... No way. That doesn't look like it's even the right height. M2 socket, what do you know? Huh. Counter-Strike 1.6 dedicated server, or maybe a Quake 1 MP server? I mean, I could if anyone were interested in it. I'm not being mean to him. That's his name, L-U-Z-R, Loser. You've tried to do Create on your PC, but it just kept lagging out. Did you try doing it by itself or with a bunch of other mods too? Because I don't want to make it too mod heavy. I don't want it to be too tough for other people to be able to jump in and play. So I'm open to suggestions and I'm open to ideas. Another one that I tried doing with some buddies on a private server that I was hosting was the SevTech mod. where you like start in the Stone Age and have to work your way up. I should have known not to question Stasnak, by the way. He's been right 3 out of the 3 times that I've talked to him and asked him about stuff today. So, like, I gotta stop questioning that dude, because my mans knows what he's looking at. Something is not wanting to sit right. There we go. Now I got it. 2242, 2260, 2280, and 22110 types of M2 supported. Create is so good. What version do you want to aim for? I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I'll be completely honest with you. I have not looked into anything mod-wise. Sevtech is a wild mod. Love me some modded Minecraft. Been playing Minecraft since Alpha 1.12. I think I've been playing around the same time. I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. I've enjoyed it, but the game has lost its luster without mods for me. So I basically need mods to be able to enjoy the game. And I tried Sevtech once, and it was great. It was just a real big pain to get everyone on the correct server pack. Like, to get the server pack to work for everyone. So, I'm gonna have to find someone who is smarter than me at getting servers together to get some Minecraft stuff together. Probably Project Zomboid at some point. I do still need to buy that and learn how to mod that. But I think I'll start with Valheim and just starting up a server, because that one doesn't necessarily need mods. And from what I hear, the mods that it does have are really easy, really simple. Yeah, I might reach out to you, Braz. It's so ooh-woo, senpai. I hate that. But I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it. Alright. So let's clean up a little bit. Okay, I can put my work computers back on here. Most of this I'm probably just going to leave sitting here until tomorrow, because I don't feel like cleaning it all up tonight. I have one more thing to check. Stasnak, or anyone else who is computer literate when it comes to M2 versions, correct me if I'm wrong, but you listed pretty much every single M2 version, right? Literally any of those M2 versions is like all of the M2 versions. If I remember correctly, I don't think it was really missing one. Except for maybe the AB one, which is just a pain to begin with. Oh, all right. fix my light. 1 sec. There we go. Should be good. Dead tired of paying retail prices. Oh, let me swing this over here. You guys are gonna get so much noise from that. I am sorry. How did I have this set up before? Actually, I think it was more like this. There we go. Yeah, PlumCam is on. Mic, filters, and we'll turn back on the noise gate. So now this should be the better quality mics that you guys are used to hearing. Oh boy. Thank you, Braz. I am very excited that it's up and running. Now I just gotta finish getting stuff set up on it and making sure that it works and that people can actually connect to it. Wish you had M2s, but first money and second you would need to effectively replace most of your PC to do so. Just, well, yeah, I was gonna say just the motherboard, but then that also requires the processor. And then maybe RAM. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't posted yet, but chances are it should be fine. What Stasnak basically showed me was that that motherboard has an M2 drive slot on it, and I have a spare M2 drive from when I bought my graphics card, because when I bought it from Newegg, it came bundled with one. And it was the last piece that I bought, so I had already bought some spare M2 drives and plugged them into my current computer. So I just have a terabyte M2 drive sitting there doing nothing. So I'm probably going to throw that into that spare PC to have it run quicker. But that means I've got to actually install Windows on it and stuff and find it because it's laying around somewhere right now. I think it's in the closet, but it's buried and I'd have to really dig for it. And yes, there are PCIe cards where you can install extra M2s. I considered grabbing it for my current PC. Just to have a spare M2, but I was like, I've got more than enough space. I've got a 3 terabyte hard drive, I think a 2 terabyte SSD, or maybe it's a 1 terabyte SSD, a 2 terabyte M2, and a 1 terabyte M2. So I'm like, I'm pretty good on storage right now. Yeah, you should totally drink some water. Don't be like me where you are dying of thirst. Yeah, my current motherboard does 2 M2s. It's really nice. On top of having SSD and HDD capabilities. So now that I know SD drives are so inexpensive, I might see how big of one I can pick up for cheap to replace my 3 terabyte Western Digital Black. And by replace, I mean add to my computer and use the Western Digital 3 terabyte one for backups or something. I don't know. Anyway, it is now 11:30. I've been going for almost 3 hours and I started late. So I am gonna go to bed and hopefully sleep through the night. Hopefully this adorable boy that you see laying on the ground decides to not be a menace and harass Ziggy's dog. Otherwise, we're probably gonna have to put him in the crate all night. So. No, but you have me, Braz. I have a ton of respect that you have stuck with your parents' business, but they don't pay you enough to do all the stuff that you do. And in a world where wages are just getting smaller and smaller, you deserve to have a wage. Just in general. Thank you, Stasnak. Thank you again for all your help tonight. I really do appreciate you being able to stick around and help me out with that. And honestly, I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. And Braz, I just want to say, I'm not trying to pick on you like Tess does. I genuinely just want to see the best for you. And from what I have heard, you know, offhand, it does not sound like the best. And that makes me sad, because I want you to have the best. But I know you're happy, and I know, or at least from what I understand, you're happy, and, you know, you're doing something that you believe is right. So, like I said, more power to you. Very proud of you for that. You're a rip the Band-Aid off kind of guy. Well, I want you to understand that it's not me trying to be like, let me rip the Band-Aid off, but more just me being like, I want to see you prosper because I care about you. Like everyone, I care about all of you. I want to see you guys prosper. I want to see good things for you. And that's what I want. You have mastered the art of content, which Tess is confused by. Hey, as long as, you know, you're able to achieve the things that you want, you know, for the most part, I guess that's what matters. But thank you, everyone. I don't think there's really anyone to raid. Salad raided me. You take a look at who's doing stuff. We haven't raided Aerois in a while. And she is playing some whatever the new Zelda game is that I can't remember the name of. Tears of the Kingdom. I just looked at it. So I say let's raid her, even though I know nothing about Tears of the Kingdom and I don't plan on sticking around to see it. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I'm very glad that you enjoyed watching me build this PC. This was a lot of fun to do, and it was awesome having you all here hanging out. Stasnak and Milo, I know y'all typically don't get to make the stream, so it was a pleasure to have you guys join us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you around a little bit more. And Milo, I can't wait to play some BattleBit with you. Anyway, we shall call that the end. Let me get the music up and ready to switch over. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I will see you all on the next adventure. And we are going to raid out to Aerois because she's a sweetheart, and she deserves all of the love. Anyway, bye everyone.